Taeyong walks towards you slowly. His presence alone makes the air heavy. He suddenly wraps his arm around her waist and pulls her heart against his body. You freezes, her breath is stuck in her chest. Taeyong dark, threatening. In a few days, I will kill your father and your brother one by one. He leans closer, his voice cold and full of hate. Taeyong, and they will not die a normal death. They will beg me to kill them. I will give them so much pain that death will feel like freedom. Taeyong lowers his face and starts kissing Yu's neck slowly, cruelly. His lips move again and again, leaving dark purple marks on her skin. Yu's body trembles, tears fell from her eyes. Yu crying, shaking eyes. I swear my brother is not like this. Suddenly, Taeyong grabs her hair tightly in his fist and forces her head back. Taeyong aggressive, shouting, "What did you just say?" Your voice breathing but honest. My brother, my father, they are not like this. There must be some misunderstanding. She looks straight into Taeyong's eyes while speaking, even though she is scared. She doesn't look away. Slap. The sound is loud. Yu stumbles back, her cheek burning. Tears rush down her face. Taeyong's anger explodes. He hates that she spoke without fear. He liked her when she was trembling, silent, broken. How dare she defend her family? Taeyong cold, cruel smile. Now I will kill your father and your brother in front of you. He leans closer, his eyes dark and merciless. Taeyong, and you will not be allowed to shed even one tear, not a single one. He gripped her chin, forcing her to look at him. Taeyong, I will never let you go. For the sins your brother in Yeonwoo committed, you will pay the price. He leans in and whispers the final words like a curse. Taeyong, for your entire life, your voice trembling but strong. My brother can never do something like this. I have lived with him since childhood. I know him better than anyone. She looks straight into Taeyong's eyes, fearless yet broken. You, if he really killed your brother, then I promise I will spend my entire life as your servant. But I trust my brother with all my heart. Her voice hardens, a pain turning into resolve. You, and if my brother is innocent, I will take divorce from you. And in front of the whole world, you will apologize to me for every cruelty, every injustice you did to me. Silence filled the room. Taeyong suddenly pulls her closer. He holds her tightly, too tightly. His anger, his pain, his confusion, everything crushes into one movement. Marks bloom on her neck, proof of his uncontrollable emotions. Tonight feels heavier than all the nights before. For you, it's not love, it's endurance. Taeyong crosses every limit this time. Maybe he's punishing her, or maybe he's punishing himself. Afterward, the room is silent. After everything ends, the room falls silent. Taeyong gets up from the bed without looking at her. He walks to the couch and lights a He sits near the window, is staring outside into the dark. Taeyong thinking, why did you kill my brother? Why did you destroy my world? I know it was not your brother. I know the truth. His eyes burn with hatred and pain. Taeyong, you killed my brother. You are the real murderer. His spreading breaks tear escape his eyes. No one sees them. A powerful man broken by revenge, love, and truth he refuses to accept. The sound of you crying fills the entire room. Her sobs are loud, broken, uncontrollable. She is crying like her heart is being torn apart. Taeyong sits on the couch silent. A cigarette burns between his fingers. Smoke rises, but his face shows no reaction. He doesn't look at her. He doesn't stop her tears. He ignores her completely. You cries harder, but Taeyong keeps smoking, cold and silent, distant. Next day at office, Taeyong stands near the window lost in thoughts, his best friend watching him carefully. Best friend soft but serious, but you still love you. Taeyong stays quiet for a moment. Taeyong cold voice, I used to, but she is murderer. She is the one who killed my brother. Best friend shocked. Are you sure you killed Yejun? Taeyong jaw tightens. Taeyong, yes, she is the real killer. The room goes silent. Flashback 2 years ago, college gate morning. Taeyong drops Yejun off at college. He starts walking back. Suddenly, a girl comes running in a hurry. She crashes straight into his chest. She almost falls, but Taeyong quickly holds her and saves her from hitting the ground. For a second, time stops. The girl slowly opens her eyes. It's you. Taeyong forgets how to breathe. Her face is beautiful. Her eyes are innocent, pure, untouched by the world. He has never seen someone like her before. You nervous, embarrassed. I am sorry. She quickly steps back, her heart racing. Without looking again, she runs towards the college gate. Taeyong watches her go. A small smile appeared on his lips. Taeyong, calm but commanding. I want every detail about that girl. Right hand man, okay boss. Taeyong keeps staring at the gate, not knowing that this innocent meeting will one day turn into the darkest chapter of his life. Next morning, Taeyong's office. Taeyong sits at his office desk, sleek black suit on, coffee steaming in front of him. His expression is calm, but his eyes hold a quiet intensity. Best friend leaning casually against the desk, teasing. So finally, someone stole our monster's heart. Taeyong smiles, fainting, lifting his coffee cup slowly. His lips curve in a smile, mysterious smile, almost unnoticeable, but it makes his best friend grin wider. Right hand man walking over holding a thick file. Boss, here the file you asked for. Taeyong gestures him away with a small nod. His fingers slowly open the file. The first page shows Yu's photo. He freezes for a moment, whispering under his breath. Taeyong softly, almost to himself, Yu. He flips through the file, scanning each page carefully. His calm demeanor cracks his shock and disbelief flash across his face. Best friend noticing the change, concerned. What happened? Why do you look like that? A young voice, low control but sharp. Is she Sonwoo's daughter? Best friend eyes widening in shock. Wait, Sonwoo? The same Sonwoo who tried to attack our weapons area. Taeyong clenching his jaw, voice cold, aggressive. Yes, that Sonwoo. Best friend leaning forward, trying to break the tension. So what now, Taeyong? You just say. I will bring you to you. Taeyong leans back slightly, a small, almost tender smile eyes appearing his eyes soften as he thinks of her. Taeyong, no, not now. She's too young, only 17. Best friend gaining, teasing, nudging him lightly. Ah, look at you. Completely crazy love struck monster. Taeyong smiles, but there a quiet seriousness behind it. Taeyong, I will wait until she turns 20. I will wait for her. Best friend winning, teasing with a laugh. Then tell her you love her and marry her when she's 20. Taeyong leans back in his chair, eyes fixed on her photo. His expression is a mix of protectiveness, desire, and patience. Silence fills the office as he quietly sips his coffee. Coffee lost in thoughts. Taeyong softly to himself. Now I wouldn't tell her if my enemies ever find out. She's my weakness. It will become too dangerous for her. I can't let that happen. Best friend curious, leaning forward. Then what will you do? Taeyong demands, eyes steady. I will wait nothing until she turns 20. Two years pass. Yu is now 19. During these years, Taeyong has made her security extremely tight without her or Sonbo's ever knowing. He watches her secretly everywhere, always keeping her safe yet invisible to her eyes. Evening, Taeyong is in his office taking a call. His expression sharpens as he listens. Right hand man on phone. Boss, I am sending you the location. You need to come quickly. Something terrible is happening there. Taeyong ends the call immediately, eyes narrowing. He rushes to the car, speeding at full speed. Silent Park. Taeyong arrives at a shocking scene. Yu is standing frozen, holding a gun. Her clothes are stained with blood. Yunwoo is on the ground beside Yujin, crying uncontrollably, and there Yujin is lying motionless on the ground, blood falling slightly around him. The sight hits Taeyong like a punch to the chest. Yu's face is pale, her body frozen in shock, unable to move. Taeyong's heart pounds. He steps closer, calling her name loudly. Taeyong running to her, voice trembling with fear and anger. You! Before she can respond, she collapses, fainting in his arms. Taeyong catches her, his eyes fill with a mix of rage, anger, and frustration. Yunwoo tears eyes look at Yu and she faints in Taeyong's arm. Yunwoo doesn't know Taeyong and Yu doesn't know him either. Taeyong places Yu near Yunwoo, then moves towards Yejun. Next day, Yunwoo tells everyone that he killed Yejun. Hospital room. She slowly opens her eyes, weak and disoriented. It's been 4 years since the accident. Her past memories are gone. Everything from that day is a blur. You confused, whispering, What happened? She shakes her head, trying to remember, but nothing comes. Her mind is empty of that painful day. Because of this, Yu doesn't remember anything, and Taeyong realizes that she has forgotten everything. But Taeyong doesn't believe Yunwoo's word. In his eyes, Yu is still the one who killed his beloved brother. So after forgiving Yunwoo for the murder, Taeyong forcibly marries Yu, not only because of the situation, but also because in reality the true culprit is Yu herself. Taeyong brings Yu to his mansion, making her his bride as a part of the blood compensation arrangement. So that's why Taeyong repeatedly calls Yunwoo a killer and takes revenge on him. At the same time, he constantly tries to make Yu remember. He wants her to recall that murder, the terrible act she did to his brother. Flashback end. Back in the present, Taeyong sits with his best friend in his office. The tension remains. Best friend curious a little. Why don't you just tell her himself? Tell her she's the killer. Taeyong called and determined. Never. She has to remember herself. She has to realize why she killed Yujun. Best friend worried. And what if the memories of that day never returns to her? What if she never remembers what happened that day? Taeyong's voice low, deadly calm. She will pay for her brother's murder for the rest of her life by staying with me. Best friend hesitant, trying to reason. But you know Yunwoo didn't do anything. Taeyong eyes narrow, burning with obsession and pain. Taeyong, until she remembers everything, until she recalls that day, she will pay for it. Best friend concerned, and what if she doesn't remember? Taeyong turns slowly, his gaze icy, preaching. Best friend's soul, his voice is soft but full of fire. Taeyong, then her real punishment will start on that day. Best friend nervously looking at the bandage on Taeyong's arm and hands. But how can you punish her like that? Look at your own hands. Every time you hurt her, you hurt yourself too. Taeyong stands near the window. His arms are wrapped in clean white bandages. The silence in the room feels heavy. After hurting Yu, Taeyong had lost control and hit his arm against the glass. And yesterday, in his rage, he had held his hand on the fire. Best friend had barely managed to stop him. Best friend voice low, worried Taeyong. This could still be misunderstanding. Taeyong turns around sharply. His eyes are red with anger, pain, and something deeper. Taeyong, angry, fine now. He stepped closer, his voice shaking but strong. Taeyong Yu's fingerprints were on the gun. The words fall heavy in the air. Best friend goes silent. He looks at Taeyong's bandaged arm again realizing the truth. Every punishment Taeyong gave her is slowly destroying him too. Taeyong clenches his fists, desperate, the pain his jaw tight. Taeyong called broken white spear. Fact don't lie, and until she remembers everything, her punishment will not stop. After four days, the atmosphere is dark and heavy. Taeyong stands near the table, his jaw tight, eyes burning with rage. His right hand man rushes in beneath a bleeding heart. Right hand man nervous pause. They escape. They run away. For a second, Taeyong says nothing. Then his jaw clenches. His hand slowly tightens into a fist. Taeyong called aggressive. However, leaked the data. I want him in the basement within 1 hour. He stepped closer, his eyes steadily. Taeyong alive. The right hand man swallows hard. Fear cleared on his face. Right hand man, yes, boss. He quickly leaves. Mansion. Taeyong enters the mansion, anger still boiling inside him. The silence feels heavy as he walks into the lounge. He stops. Yu is dusting the table slowly. Her hands are shaking. Her face is pale. She looks weak, almost lifeless. Either the maid had already told him she hasn't eaten anything since last night. Taeyong's eyes darken. His fingers curl into a tight fist. He walks towards her, his step sharp and anger. Taeyong harsh, why haven't you eaten since yesterday? Yu freezes, her breath becomes uneven. She lowers her eyes, scared, unable to speak. Taeyong leans closer, his voice dangerous. Taeyong, listen to me carefully. His tone turns colder. Taeyong, I don't care whether you eat or not, but if you faint because of weakness, he grips her arm slightly, not gentle. Taeyong, and if even a single mark appeared on your body, his eyes locks onto hers. Taeyong, I will shoot you myself. Your eyes widen, fear fills them. Taeyong steps back, his anger sharp and cruel. Taeyong, go eat your food now. He pauses, then speaks with pure hearted. Taeyong, if I am tolerating to till now, it's only because of this body of yours. His voice lower, stark and merciless. Taeyong, otherwise I will have shot you long ago and thrown you away like a trash. You stand frozen, trembling. Tears silently fills her eyes. She turns and runs towards the kitchen, heart pounding like a drum. After a few minutes, Yu is kneeling on the soft glass, planting flowers. Her fingers are muddy, her hands trembling. Daeyeon, curious, called, who is she? Had made strain, whispering, lower your eyes, she is Taeyong's wife. If he finds you looking at her, he will tear your eyes out. But Daeyeon doesn't look away. Instead, he stares shamelessly at you, like she's a prize, his gaze lingering on her every move. Yu freezes, heart pounding. Her eyes darted nervously upward towards the balcony. There's a just moment ago, Taeyong was standing there, smoking. His posture cold and imposing, but now the balcony is empty. Fear grips you like ice. Her body tense and she takes a step back, unsure if she should run or stay. Her chest tightens with fear. Daeyeon is marking dangerously. She is beautiful and she came here as blood compensation, right? Then why should only one man have rights on her? The head made eyes flare with anger, her hands clenching into fists. Yu breathing is fast shaking. She runs inside towards her room, slams the door and locks it tightly. Her back hits the door and she sits on the floor hugging her knees. Tears start to fall, hot and uncontrolled. Yu's sobbing voice trembling. I am not just Taeyong's wife. I came here as blood compensation. Anyone can take revenge on me. They can do anything to me. Her hands shake as she hides her face. You whispering broken, and I can't even tell anyone. Suddenly crash, a loud, violent sound of something breaking a joint from outside. You jumps, heart pounding. She rushes towards the door and runs out, fear pushing her forward. You stops dead in her tracks, eyes wide with shock. Taeyong stands there cold and deadly. In his hand, a sharp blade glints in the sunlight. He is peeling the skin from Taeyong's arm, slowly, methodically. Without a hint of mercy, Taeyeon screams in agony, but Taeyong's face is expressionless, terrifyingly calm. "You whispering monster." Taeyong is on his knees. Daeyeon is on his knees. Tears is streaming down his face. His hands shake violently. Daeyeon sobbing, desperate, "Please forgive me. I wouldn't. I will never look at Madam again. Please forgive me." Taeyong aggressive call to look. "You need eyes first." Daeyeon starts sobbing uncontrollably. His cries are joined in the courtyard. Taeyong menacing, deadly calm. "You will be punished because you dare to look at Taeyong's wife." He stepped closer, his eyes burning with rage. Taeyong sharply, "Didn't anyone tell him that no guard or servant is allowed inside the mansion while my wife is here?" Head made trembling, scared, crying. "I told him, sir, but he came inside anyway. I warned him. I told him no one is allowed to enter and look at your wife." Taeyong tightens his grip on his blade, his musculars taut with fury. Without a second thought, he rips Taeyong's eyes out. Taeyong screams, the sound reaching the air. Yu is standing behind the tree, her body shaking violently, trembling with fear. Her hands cover her mouth, trying to stifle her screams. Yu thinking horrified, "He is not just monster for me, he is monster for everyone." Taeyong called, commanding, "Throw him in front of the police and tell them he dared to look at Taeyong's wife with dirty eyes." Guard shivering, terrified. Okay, boss." He takes a cautious step forward, terrified of Taeyong's wrath. Yu watches frozen as Taeyong's body trembles in pain. Taeyong slowly turns around. His sharp eyes catches a glimpse of Yu trembling badly behind the tree. Her small body shakes as if the fear itself could crush her. Taeyong walking towards her, his steps measured yet commanding. Yu burst into tears, whispering to herself. Yu was trembling. He is going to hurt me, just like before. No, now it's my turn." Taeyong sharp, "Why are you still wearing this wet sweater?" Yu looks down embarrassed. Her sweater is muddy and soaked from planting earlier. Yu slamming a small voice, I these clothes." Taeyong serious, "You think wearing wet clothes will give you a fever and keep you safe from me? That a foolish little thought, you." Yu goes silent, her lips quivering as he steps closer. The fear is clear in her eyes. Taeyong low, commanding, "Go change your clothes from now on. After 5 p.m. I don't want you to see you outside on the lawn, and every day be ready by 5 p.m. You will wait for me on the bed." Yu nods quickly, swallowing her fear, feeling the weight of his words press down on her. Yu scared. Yes." Taeyong serious, almost a whisper, "Good, now go. I will come room soon." Yu quickly rushes towards her room. Yesterday, Taeyong had ordered luxurious clothes for Yu from all the biggest brands in the world. Now Yu opens her wardrobe without looking. She hurried, picks a dress, changes quickly, and sits on the bed, waiting patiently for him. Her small frame curls slightly on the bed, anticipation and nervousness swirling in her chest. She looks towards the door every few seconds, imagining him walking in.